Welcome to the Holy Shiftballs podcast. I'm Bethany, alongside my favorite co-host.
Good morning, Bethany. How are you this morning? I'm absolutely fabulous. And yourself?
Well, it's been an interesting week. I have had a holy shiftball moment that's going to knock you off your socks. You ready for it?
I am ready. Do tell.
All right. I had the awareness around the hidden spells of our words. Yes, you got it, Sharon.
What?
The spelling words.
Okay.
How feeling hurt, H-U-R-T, drops your hurts, H-E-R-T-Z. Yeah.
Oh, so same
right.
word, different spelling, different. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Imagine
That's
what
interesting.
That does to the subconscious mind. Hurts.
Holy shiftballs. Like, that's crazy.
And how our television is telling us a vision through visual and audio. And I have another one. Be blessed. Are we saying
be
blessed
what?
or be blessed? So yeah, that was my moments for this week. Be blessed.
Be blessed. Bless you.
So that was my holy shiftball
So we're saying
moment.
Be blessed to some. Wow, that is quite the profound download, Bethany. You've given me a lot to think about. Now those wheels are going to be turning throughout the show. People will see smoke, like it's going to be crazy. My holy shiftballs moment is brought to you by moving. So let me tell you, nothing tests your patience and your faith like moving. It's crazy. Relocating, and no matter how organized you are, you have your color coding, you've got everything marked, you think you've got everything under control. Oh, hell no. You've got boxes, you've got miscellaneous shit that you don't know what's in it or why it's there. But the stuff that you want, gone. Your toothbrush, another zip code. I don't know where the hell that thing is. So, had to go out and buy a new one. And socks, oh, the dryer's got nothing on moving. Like, try and find your socks and underwear after friggin' hell, I don't know where they are. So, so that was my week. It was definitely interesting. But you know what you do find and you do carry with you every time, and it shows up every time, is all those cords that these mystery cords that you don't know what they're for. There's some sort of electronic cord, and you're like, okay, don't know why I have them, but I'm glad they made it. Got a box full of that shit. So that was my week.
Sounds like you've had a shift or shit kind of week moving. So Sharon, who do we have on the show?
Our guest name is Brian Parana. Brian is a fitness expert for men over 40, and he's just also expanded his business to include a men's confidence expert. So he's going to be a really interesting guest and a lot of fun to have on.
Awesome. So, okay, Sharon. So Brian helps men over 40 get fit again. Does that mean he can also maybe help me find my metabolism that's been missing since high school?
Only if it's hiding behind a treadmill, Bethany. And let's be real, the only 6-packs we've seen in the last week were in the fridge.
All right. Let's buckle up. This is going to be a holy shift. Let's welcome Brian. Come on, Brian.
Hey, Brian, how are you?
Hey, hello.
Working out. I feel bad. I just had a cookie.
Yeah, I was in the back stage doing push-ups and squats, getting ready to come out here and do the show.
Oh my gosh. So you are way ahead of us.
So Brian. For sure.
Yes.
So Brian, what's the number one excuse you hear for 40, and how do you call maybe BS on some of the things that they come up with? What are some of the
men or even
women?
Excuses? Yeah. all capital letters, BUSY. Every person I've ever worked with the last 20 some years is busy. It's all relevant to them though. I could trump you're busy. I have 4 kids. I'm self-employed, blah, 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 blah. But you're busier than me in this aspect or that aspect of life. And that is literally, I heard it today from a gentleman named Rich. He owns a business. He is getting ready to take his son to the ball game. He was at the doctor's office. That's why he reached out in the first place, because he was going for his blood panels. And he's just constantly busy. Oh, then I have this vacation going on, and then I have a work trip to Vegas, and maybe I should just start in January. Well, you're always going to be busy. It's not going to slow down.
January and 10 pounds later.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, do you think you'll be better off working with me in the next, say, 3 months, 4 months, or without?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is definitely the biggest one. Busy. Being too busy.
I understand that for sure. So I've got a question for you. What's more dangerous?
Yeah.
Skipping leg day or skipping date night?
Ooh, I'm going to go with skipping date night. So, if you know what I mean, you might get a leg workout in. Get some cardio.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Now, with my wife and I will, real quick, I will take blame that I don't do as many date nights as I should. We have 4 kids. Life is ultra busy. She's an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. We have businesses. And then we have a lot of time that we do for family stuff. Mm-hmm. Say this weekend, we watched my son. He's 16 years old. He ran his first marathon. Crazy. Oh. Then the next day we went to the park, to Cedar Point, an amusement park, and spent all day there. But that was, if you want to break that down, that was 15 plus hours, 18 hours over the weekend that we were together in a sense, but we weren't spending individual time alone. Yeah. But then you have to do laundry and cook for the kids and go grocery shopping, all these other things, and then actually work to pay for all this stuff. Then that's the challenge of juggling. Okay, when do we actually have a date night in there too?
Yeah, well, it'll happen.
But you were able to get some really good. You got some real good cardio walking around the theme park. I'm sure.
Yeah, I moved a lot over the weekend. That's for sure.
Yeah. So you've coached like Olympians. Be honest, did they complain about burpees just like probably I would?
Yeah.
You know, are they?
I had Sophia was the lady's name, Mexican kayaker, and what we talked about was a lot of nutrition and food, because she was all over the place, literally in multiple countries through the time that we worked. And she competed in not 1, but 2, Tokyo and Paris.
Wow.
She had everyday problems like everyone else. She worked out 4 hours a day for her training, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. And then sometimes we'd have to do strength training as well. So her time was occupied with that as her profession and career. But then we had to juggle all the other things in life for her as well. But yes, she would complain about being sore and not necessarily being excited about doing the workouts all the time and all that.
Yeah. So motivation is a huge part of it for sure. Okay.
So probably. Yeah. Yep. And mindset, wouldn't it? I mean, that would definitely, to have a finish line and saying, okay, I'm going to drudge through this, even though it sucks so bad right now. My legs are burning, my back and my glutes are burning, but have an end goal and being able to, being able to work through that.
And she's cursing Brian, what second.
Yep.
So, Brian, what was one or many of your Holy Shiftball moments that you've experienced throughout your life, career, and your everyday?
Yeah. Well, one was a Shiftball moment of trying to figure out what I was going to do in life for the career. I was in college and I'm going to do the business route or engineer or whatever. I'm taking general education courses that you have to do. Then I stumbled into a building and saw a display and it had all these exercise jobs listed on it. I said, hey, I could do any of those. Sign me up. Literally the next day, that was a huge shift ball moment to my career. Literally from I graduated high school dating myself 2001. And then by 2002-ish, 3-ish right there is when I declared my major. And then by 2004, I graduated with an exercise nutrition degree. Huge shift ball moment there. As far as say the family life, my wife and I we've known each other since we were 11. I have a fortunate life partner with me, Amber. She and I met in band. We both played clarinets in 6th grade at the high school on Friday mornings. And then we were together and next to each other in band from 7th grade on. And she honestly was just a friend, a really good friend. And then it evolved into, she actually gave me, this is a shit ball moment too. She gave me the paper. Do you want to go somewhere with this or do you want to be friends? And me over here.
I was just going to say passing notes in band class. That would have been fun.
Yeah, right. And I checked I don't want to ruin our friendship box. She was just such so much fun around her so much and enjoyed her. My actual best friend still to this day, Dan, I'm going to see him tomorrow actually. He bet me $5 because back in high school, that's a lot of money. Are you going to ask her out or not? Because I'm going to bet you $5. I'm like, I'm not giving you $5, man. So I ended up asking her out at band camp.
Of course, band camp. How appropriate.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
So those are, say, 2 big shift ball moments in my life that moved us toward, 19 years marriage, 4 kids, and through my professional career of being ultimately easily put a health coach.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Wow. So how do you motivate your clients, or let's just for instance, maybe the kids? How do you motivate them to want to choose to stay healthy, to make these choices in life that will absolutely change their life through their health of the body?
Right. Well, you can't motivate anyone to do anything, right? But we can be persuasive, or I should say, you can't tell anyone to do anything, but we can be persuasive to help encourage someone to take action and move toward what that is. The simple analogy, you've ladies heard this, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't get it to drink the water, right?
Yes.
The age-old question is, how do you get the horse to drink the water? Do either of you know?
No. How do you get the horse to drink
Throw
water?
It in their face. Run it.
Yeah, I guess you could force it, right? But then that doesn't, encourage the behavior.
That just builds more resistance.
Usually, right? Nobody likes to get splashed in the face with water.
Right.
Not usually it.
Unless
right?
you're hot. Unless
Not a
you're really
motivator.
hot. Yeah,
exactly. Right.
Yeah,
But you salt the oats. That you feed the horse.
Okay.
And then you take it to the water and it's thirsty.
Okay. So
salting the oats for someone is to understand their story, understand their why, understand the situation where they're at and where they want to go. And how do I get them to bridge that gap and do it in the easiest, best, simplest way? Because that's what's going to get them to actually do the thing. The more complexity, the less likely it is for them to do. Right?
Wow.
That's it. So if I can understand what, simple is easy. Easy gets done.
Yeah. Keep it simple.
Yep. Kiss.
What was that? Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking it.
Yep. Keep it simple, superhero.
Or silly. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna keep the language positive, right? Because I need it to be a positive experience. Because if it's not, and it's stupid, then
nobody's gonna.
we're still going to end up in the same place where I first met you, is just nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So keep it simple, silly, or keep it simple, superhero, or just make it fun and playful. And then we can start to build that momentum, because motivation and willpower and all that stuff usually come after the process starts, not before.
Right.
So I guess it would be really safe to say that there's Sharon, you're lagging. Be bad. You know, what would it be safe to? Would it be safe to say? I mean, for sure, it would be that you don't have a set way of training your clients. It's all about where they're coming from, where they're at, and where they're enjoying or where they would like to go. That regiment. There's just you incorporate where they're at.
Right. Well, let's think of, there are basic rules to you living a healthy lifestyle. You need to drink water, get enough sleep, eat whole foods in a sense, and eat an adequate amount of calories to match the output of energy. You need to move your body. Those are 5 principles that are consistent no matter what human being you are. Okay. And they will always be consistent, because those are the rules of humans and thermodynamics and the body and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So that is so important to understand. But furthermore, my job as a coach is to meet the person where they're at. So they are here. They want to go here. How do I close that gap in the easiest way possible and do it in small incremental steps that then they can start to accelerate the process and actually do it, say, autonomously by the time we're done. And that's because I listen well. My clients think I listen amazing. My wife.
Wow. I was going to say, that is a superhero move for a man. Listening skills for a man, like that would make any wife proud.
Yes. Well, she's proud in the fact that I do a great job and deliver for my clients that pay me money that then she uses to travel us all over the world. So, but as far as taking, the listening skills with my wife, I probably could do a little better.
That's okay. You're not alone, Brian. You are definitely not alone in that.
I try. So that's what it is.
Come to find out, it was my computer log.
That's okay. I'm hardwired in, so I can't lag. But that's okay. Whatever. We're doing this. That's all good.
Yep. Shifting.
We're shifting.
And that's it. That's literally it. Is that we're constantly shifting. Yep. Life is a journey. It's not a destination. It's ever evolving. I always like to phrase this, that all 3 of us are sat in the same place that we started this conversation. None of us have moved, have we? Right. But in the physical location of space, we've moved maybe even hundreds of miles from the very start of our conversation. And therefore, life is always changing. You have to be adaptive. You have to be ready to respond. You have to be even preemptive in nature to think and see what may or may not be ahead of us. And that ends up allowing humans to be successful if they can become, one, just accept that change is going to happen always and forever, because even I'm a couple minutes older than I was when we started the conversation. But that life is always throwing curveballs, or maybe that's even our perception of what life is actually giving us. And it's really not a curveball at all. It's just this instance in time, and our perception or relationship to whatever that thing was is giving us a good or a bad energy from that. And it may not be neither here nor there.
Right. And it's all about growth. Well. Like the curveballs in life are really what make us grow and what take us to the next level, so that we can pursue different things.
Yep.
Okay. Exactly. I think it's that time, Bethany.
Okay, Brian. It's time to play Shift or Shit. We're going to throw scenarios at
I'm ready.
All right. And you tell us if it's a powerful shift or a total shit. And you better back it up.
All right.
All right, you ready? All right, first question.
Yeah.
Buying a Peloton and using it exclusively as a coat rack. Is that a shift or a shift?
That is shit, because you can hang clothes in their proper place and keep them organized in your closet.
Yeah.
Or in boxes until you find them at some point.
Well, that happens. And $2,000 for a laundry stand, that's the ultimate workout for your wallet. All right, Brian.
Yes, there you
Get
go.
ready for your next question. Calling
Right.
mowing the lawn your cardio. Is that shift or is it shit?
That is shift. I would put that in the movement bucket.
Okay.
You're moving your body, and as long as you're pushing, if you're riding along, they're probably shitting on that one.
Riding on with a beer holder and a beer in the cup holder.
Yes, yeah, that's not cardio or movement.
Well, it is a little
funny
bit
that you say that.
On,
it's funny you say that about
12-ounce
beer,
curls,
Sharon, because the next question is hitting the gym, then rewarding yourself with a dozen wings and 3 beers. Shit or shift?
Context would be amazing on this one. If it's just of the reward of I went to the gym and now I get to go eat all this, probably shit. If it's something that you've been building up to, say my son ended up running the marathon and he wanted to go have wings and 3 beers, he wouldn't have 3 beers because he's 16, but you understand what I'm saying. And then, yeah, that would be totally a shift thing of reward. Like, hey, you did this thing and let's go have a rewarding experience and celebration. So context on that one would be it, but if it's just plain normal daily whatever, yeah, it's not going to work.
Okay. Balance, right? 1 squat equals 1 wing.
Yep.
That's math I can get behind, Brian. That's where it's at for me.
A wing is going to be about 100 calories. How many calories you burn in 1 squat? I don't know if it's 1 or 2, but you might have to do more to get a wing. Maybe lick the wing.
Maybe lick the wing. Smell it. Give it a sniff test. And do a little dreaming.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. And shift or shit, Brian. Flexing in the bathroom mirror at work.
Oh, totally. Shift.
Is that motivational?
Oh yeah, confidence and yeah, totally. I'm definitely
I mean, it would be,
if you get someone walking in on you, then you might feel like shit or goofy or silly or like, what was they doing here? But
for sure, it would be a shift if you're the boss and shit if you're the intern.
Exactly.
All right. Walking to the refrigerator after 9 p.m. and calling it intermittent fasting. Shit or shift?
Well, if your calorie window falls in that time frame, then shift. If you're only doing 12 to 8 or 12 to 6, yeah, that's shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Those are simple rules. If you eat 2 to 10, cool, you're good. If you eat 12 to 8, you're not good. I don't like intermittent fasting.
You don't?
It's just it's just an approach. I think I'd rather you think of intermittent fasting, swap it with the word food window.
Okay.
I eat at this time of the day and I don't eat at that time of the day, because basically whether you fast or you eat the same amount of calories every single day, either way, at the end of the day or the week or the month, if you calories are equated, you'll lose the same amount of weight.
Right.
It's literally science backed. And and a lot of people, it doesn't actually make sense for them to fast in the day. Oh, wait. So you are open in the morning, but at noon you're slammed with meetings and all this other stuff. And that's when you're going to start to eat in the day, when you have not eaten for about 4 or 5, 6 hours. But yeah, let's pick noon to eat because the internet said that's when you're supposed to eat. And yeah, that doesn't even make sense, because if you would have ate at, say, 9 or 10, then you could have eaten at 2 or 3 and then skirted that window of time and stayed productive when you're supposed to at noon and not be all famished and have to break up your work day at that time because you have to eat because those are the rules or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. So there you go. I digress.
That's okay. Those are good tips. That's information everybody can use.
Very much so. Very, very much so.
And shift or shit, Brian. Wearing spandex in public when you definitely shouldn't.
Yeah. I'm
Is
gonna
that,
have to
is
go
that
with
a plead the fifth?
shit. Yeah, I plead the fifth first up, but then it would probably be not so good unless you're using it to motivate yourself to fit into those things. But and please just wear black, not other colored ones if they don't actually fit and they're too big or you're too big for them.
Exactly.
Just,
Take the black.
just sorry,
It hides a
just
whole
not.
hides a whole bunch.
Yeah, just stick to black.
I mean,
Yeah.
confidence is sexy
Yep.
until the seams are crying for help. But okay, shift or shit.
Unfortunately.
Saying you're carb loading, but you don't ever run. Shift or shit.
Yeah, that would be shit. Yeah, it's BS. You're just overindulging.
Okay.
Yeah, the calories and the carbs need to equal the energy output that you're doing to then make it worth it. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be immediately after, but you need to use that energy or it's going to stick to your waistline.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I guess that's my problem because I've been carb loading for years, but I'm still waiting for the marathon. I haven't done that yet. Actually, I shouldn't say I've done a half marathon, but I haven't done a full one. Maybe I should. And Brian, this may be a whole step in the shift question, but convincing your wife that sex counts as cardio, shift or shit?
That would be a shit. Sure. Hey, babe, let's work out.
I was gonna say
I've got this special routine that we can do.
You may have done it a couple of times. Your special routine, right on.
Yeah,
that's what you
poor
should be
kids.
teaching the husband. Your special routine.
Yeah.
I mean,
then you flex in the mirror too.
Right? Definitely a shift if she agrees, and it's a shit if she rolls her eyes and says that was only 45 seconds.
Yeah, that would definitely, definitely, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, Brian, closing up. Brian,
Okay.
Can you give us one holy shift tip that men over 40 or anyone really can do today to feel better tomorrow?
One simple shift. It could be something actionable. Would be eat some vegetables, drink more water, move your body more, right? Those are basic. Those are really simple. The real shift comes into a simple question is the question would be, what's the next best thing for me to do to put myself in a better position for my health? And that's a universal question, male, female, young, old, healthy, not healthy. If what I'm going to do next, I have a fork in the road, am I going to choose the path that leads me toward better health or the one that stays the same or indifferent or worse? That'd be it.
Yeah, a mind shift. That's perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, that has been gold. Thank you so much, Brian, for being such a great sport and playing along with our game.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I'm glad you had fun because we certainly enjoyed having you on. And to our listeners, to our viewers, if you laughed and enjoyed this episode, please share it with the laziest person you know, because everybody definitely needs a Brian in their life.
Brian, how can our viewers contact you and get a hold of you to work with you? What's a good way to contact you?
Definitely. Well, I'm all over the socials. That's how I found you ladies, at Coach Brian Parana, Instagram, Facebook, and beyond. But then for my men over 40 that want to lose 20 pounds in the next 100 days, I have a 100-day fat loss challenge, and it's called The Call to Rise. And it really is working with men to get them in, not have a midlife crisis, but let's have a holy shiftball moment that leads them into being better, healthier, and some of their best versions of themselves going into the 50s through nutrition, through fitness, through a healthy, active lifestyle that they've created through behavior change and habits, all those other things that have to happen for them to actually claim responsibility for their health and not just let it fall by the wayside and show up with a heart attack.
Right.
And then brianparana.com is another easy place to find me for my non-40-year-old men and older.
Perfect.
I do work with women.
Oh, do you?
And I have, I work with young, old, healthy, sick, chronically ill, people who know a lot about this stuff, people who don't, and help them understand what is it that they need to be doing to create this lifestyle, create the education, the understanding, the application to the everyday life that they live, so that they live in the body with the look, the feel, the energy that they want to have. That's the biggest takeaway that I have for anyone, is leave them in a better position than when I found them, and get them healthier and happier, because there's tremendous stories on the other side of you taking that responsibility and shifting your body weight and shifting your health, the confidence, the energy, the excitement, the things that you can do and unlock for yourself and do some of those things that you never thought possible or even had in your brain to realize can come true. But you have to create them, and having a healthy body and confidence and energy is going to allow you to be able to set that free and not just sit on it until you die. And, they say the cemetery is full of regret.
Absolutely. And that's a fantastic point. But I really love your 100-day challenge, 40 pounds in 100 days.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. That's a lofty goal. Good for you.
Yeah. We're going to at least 20 or more is the goal in 100 days. And then that really sets them up for more success after that.
Excellent. Wow. Okay.
Well, thank you so much, Brian, for being our guest.
We really enjoyed this.
From our heart.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Appreciate it.
For sure.
Enjoy your day and good luck. Good. Wow. That was really good. Brian was an excellent guest.
Wow. Yes. This was an amazing show, even with all of the wonkiness from my computer going on.
We know that one of us is going to be a holy shiftball moment for some reason. Nothing. Electronics just don't go smoothly.
All right.
And that's okay.
For sure. So, Sharon, who do we have on the show
next week? We have an Aussie. We have Shaz Sini. She is from Australia, and she's an international transformative life coach, a psychic medium. So her episode should be a lot of fun too.
Yes. Well, I'm so looking forward to it. We're going to have a holy shiftball moment. And remember, until next time, every dad bod has a potential to be a rad bod. And
you've heard it here,
Sharon,
folks.
When life kicks you in the balls, get ready for your holy shiftball moments. Till next time, we'll see you next Thursday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye-bye.